Good evening, one and all. We're here at Wankhede Stadium. You join us for this T20 between India and Bangladesh. My name is Adam Gilchrist, and back again with me today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Ali. Let's join them down in the middle to find out who will be fielding first.
A lot in this pitch for the bowlers. I feel it's a good call to bowl first. As captain, you'll feel you can get some early wickets and expose this lineup, and then they'll be in a great position batting later.
So here we go. The players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match, and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, that looks good. Bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. Here we go with the first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a match started and hearing the sound of leather on willow. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Thick edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the over. Bangladesh are 2 for none.
End of the first. Not many runs off it. Good start by the bowlers.
Singh, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Couldn't get it through the field. Straight to the fielder. terrible shot. From the Tata end. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be four.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto that early, that could be four. 10 runs out in that over. Bangladesh, 20 for none.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Edged. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Off the middle of the bat.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Square cut, finds point, no run. End of the over. 8 off it. Bangladesh, 28 for none. Pandya, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Tata end. Doesn't beat the infield. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. He was quick onto that in the infield. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
Over Bangladesh, 37 for none. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Cuts that off well in the infield. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Straight drive, mid-off and cut that one off.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Finds the edge. And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes.
India are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
Pandya from the Tata end. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
The last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. The bowling and the slips have really got up here. They like it.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better, but this has been a good innings.
It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. And out, 2 wickets, 2 balls. There'll be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. And again, see you later on your bite. 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Lots of pressure coming in the bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Harvey taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today.
Well and punched it to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. That's out. Caught. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Really good over, takes a wicket and keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find some boundaries. Pandya from the Tata end. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Drilled that one away. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Six runs added in that over. Bangladesh, a 66 for 3. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Finds the fielder with that shot. Can't take it. Not sure I'll cut that off now. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Siraj over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Eight runs added in that over. Bangladesh, a 74 for 3. Patel, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Tata end. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Square cut, finds point, no run. Good shot, a beauty. Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Wow, that's missed a lot. Over Bangladesh, the 76 for 3. Dubé coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Pulled away with flair, style, and it's gone all the way for 6.
Barely seemed to hit it, and it's gone over the rope.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch.
Swing at the ball, gone a long way back.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Misses everything. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts end all the way.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Siraj back on now. Was quick onto that in the infield. Beats the field with a great shot.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 8 runs added in that over. Bangladesh, 104 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Dubé from the Garware Pavilion end. Doesn't beat the infield. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing one.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Might look to go big again here.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Couldn't get it through the field. Trouble. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run out.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Patel, the left-arm orthodox bowlers, coming into the attack from the Tata end. Short fine leg with a brilliant catch. Well done. That was a tough chance. Super catch.
Well, The end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted.
For runs, they were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous cross.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Edged it. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Shooting forward.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. You can just stand and admire that shot.
Yadav, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Too straight. It's just been helped on its way through a maximum. Long shot there.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Patel from the Tata end. Massive outside edge. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing one. precision in that shot. Seven runs added in that over. Bangladesh 138 for 5. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Finds the fielder with that shot. Edged it. No one there. Could be 4. Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Tata end.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Thick edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. No. Terrible shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Beats the bat. Jeez, how has that missed the stumps? Peach of a delivery. Pandya has finished off it tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Final over in this innings. Plenty of wickets in hand. It's going to need to be very accurate. Got to try and pitch it up into the toes. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. It sounded good. It sounded really good. That's the maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
And that's the end of the innings. Bangladesh have set a target of 164 runs. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Edged it. No one there. Would be four. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. 1-4.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
Gill has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Perfectly timed.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Big edge, where's that going? Five runs added in that over. India 17 for none.
With two down, they're already ahead of the required run rate quite easily early on.
Rahman, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the Tata end. Couldn't get it through the field. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Jaiswal waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough of it to go for four.
Pulled away and into the gap. Would be four more.
Solid shot, really well played. Ball was just a little short, and that was a great shot off the back foot.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to focus back to line and length. Nice shot, but straight to gully. 11 runs added there. India 28 for none. Going with spin now. Was quick onto that in the infield. Bangladesh with a massive shout. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Well, you can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. India 33 for 1. The right armour is coming into the attack from the Tata end. Edged it. No one there. Could be 4.
It didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Oh, bowling. What a beauty. Swung in and the stump's knocked over.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Brilliant diving stop. Really good over. Takes a wicket and keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find some boundaries. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Smacks that away through the gap. Finds the fielder with that shot. Waits for it. Crack! And that looks to be four.
These are the sort of shots you just stand back and admire. Gets onto the back foot, rolls the wrist to keep control, and finds the boundary.
Hanson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Doesn't beat the infield. Perfectly timed. The end of another over. This time, though, more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted.
5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Big edge, where's that going? He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Well, that just shows how difficult life can be as a bowler. Lifts the ball off a good length. A fabulous bit of timing for 6.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Swept away but finds the fielder. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Square cut, finds point, no run. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Rahman, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the Tata end. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Five runs in that over. India 70 for 3. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Edged it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, he just might get that wicket. Couldn't get it through the field. Big edge. End of the over. 7 off it. India a 77 for 3. Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Seven runs added in that over. India are 84 for 3. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Too straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
And that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Beats the field with a great shot.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
The boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Change of bowling, the spinner coming on to bowl.
Got that away nicely.
Pressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg. End of the over, India 106 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Garware Pavilion end. Massive outside edge. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Finds the edge.
All about the bat speed, that one. Got under the short ball. The boundary's too short for this batter.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Doesn't beat the infield. That's the over. India, 114 for 3.
Change of bowling. The spinner coming on to bowl.
Huge edge. Brilliant catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
This is a great wicket to take. Just look to be building a solid innings and at a really good run rate. Perfect time to take a wicket.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. That's a big one, and Maximum, away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Not standing on ceremony, this one. Brilliantly timed and flew over the boundary for 6 runs.
Hanson, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Track. Head was completely still, and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
That's incredible. Just the power on that shot. That's the sort of thing you want to see in the crowd when you come to the cricket.
Boundaries are flowing. We need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Big edge. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive. Smacks that away to the gap.
Can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
Pant has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Rahman back into the attack. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again. Can he come back with a dot ball? Follows up the first six with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Change of bowling. The left armour is coming into the attack.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Oh, boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Complete a decisive victory in this match. Thank you very much for joining us here for this match. Please take care and drive safely on your way home.
This could have very easily gone either way. Brilliant.
It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.